Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Makakwadash. Double lines to the elders of GMS rule well. Peace, salutation like Akim in the four corners, percent truth, sincerity. Peace be unto you and Shalom.
I'm over it. So fucking over. I'm about to be a fucking hoe, bro. I'm about to be the biggest fucking hoe, bro. Watch me, bro. I'm about to be a hoe for real. I'm about to be the biggest hoe on my fucking life, bro. I'm about to be a hoe. I'm about to be a hoe. Yo, y'all niggas is not worth it, bro. I'm about to be like, eh.
You know, brothers, just be careful. This is what our dating market right now currently consists of. A lot of broken, torn women. You know, women can be a snare, a distraction. You know, it's a lot of torn, busted down women that, feminism got them fucked up, got them effed up. And because of all this feminism that got them all messed up, they head messed up. They want to go through their whole phase, and some of them make it through their whole phase without having any children. Some, go through their whole phase and catch feelings and then get pregnant, decide to keep it or try to trap a dude, and sometimes it doesn't work out. But nonetheless, the dating market is flooded with these type of women. They pick the wrong guy. This is why a man is supposed to marry his daughter off. Because a father can vet a man better than a mother, or his daughter can vet a man. A man can simply, he goes to meet his girl's mother and just flatter the mother. Oh, you look just, I see where your mom, I see where you get your looks from. And, just flatter the mom, and all of a sudden her guard is down just by one compliment. There's no flattering another man. So that's why a father is needed. But because of feminism, they put the man out the house. They told the man that woman, that she don't need a man. Section 8 and all that other type of good stuff. Well, Section 8 ain't how it was. A lot of single mothers are struggling now. They aren't, prospering how they used to be. Those days of, getting paying $82, Section 8 rent and just living the best life, those days are over. Now, I couldn't tell you specifically what happened. I'll do a little bit more research about what happened to, Section 8 and stuff like that. But it's a lot of single mothers out here that are struggling. And the dating market, the older you get, the older you date, the more likely you're going to have to run into a single mom. You might be, she might be, pleased to dwell with thee, or chances are you might run into a woman like this, and she's not really any different than the average woman. All she's doing is she's just being honest and articulating her change in behavior. Other women, they'll, think the same thing and just won't make a video about it. So it's not too much different. This is Sirach chapter 7, verse 25. It says, "Marry thy daughter, and so shalt thou have performed a weighty matter, but give her to a man of understanding." Now, the father has to be in the picture in order to marry his daughter off. If the mother done ran the father off, and he's not present, or he's only a weekend dad, is he's not going to be able to have that be as active. So a father to marry his daughter off, he has to have a relationship with her. But now, however, if you got a constant cycle of men not being in a household, then how can any man marry his daughter off? Slack you for that. But how can no man will be able to marry his daughter off? That'll be impossible. So a woman is not about to marry her daughter off. So what happens? It's the woman, the daughter is the one that goes through her whole phase, decide who she likes, who she wants, what's popular. Is it this certain style that's popular? Going after certain type of men, trying to be a social climber, and has absolutely no idea what a man consists of because she didn't grow up in a house with a man. And then when she gets her heart broken, then all of a sudden she grows older, and then she wants to be mature and then seek a man. But it's the accumulated baggage by then. Another interesting thing I want to point out to this is that it's interesting in Sirach 7:25 because it says thou shalt perform a weighty matter. There's a lot of weighty matters in this truth. And you have to, actually really sit down and consider. Sometimes brothers don't like to sit down and think about weighty matters. They want to think too much, think too hard. They on the go. Some weighty matters take more than just 5 seconds of thinking. Some weighty matters take, a day, 2 days, a week, maybe a month. There's a lot of weighty matters that's going on. I've dealt with some very, very weighty matters, as far as, in this truth, things that pertain to this truth and things that pertain to this world, while I've actually trying to balance the truth lifestyle. And there's a lot of weighty matters. And if it takes 1 month, hey, you're just going to have to weigh that matter for a month, pray on it and everything. I'll say another thing too about weighty matters is when you are in this thing, you'll become better at weighty matters, and it takes maturity to do that. So you're growing in the maturity. So by the time you done had your child, you done raised her, at a certain age. Now you done experienced things, you done seen things, you done seen the character of certain type of people and stuff like that. So now it helps you perform that weighty matter. But however, if that girl is just going after whoever sweeps her off her feet, or whoever charms her, she's not performing a weighty matter. Because hey, who a woman, as far as who you get pregnant by, this is if there's female listeners, whoever you get pregnant by, that's a very, very weighty matter. A very weighty matter. And if you just spreading your legs and just opening them up and just letting guys just skeet in you done formed a very, very weighty matter. More so than actually getting married in today's age of the certificate from the government and a license, a marriage license. Having a child is a more weightier matter. There's so many things you got to weigh. Is that person going to stay? Is this person going to be there? And then you got certain women who believe that the flame in a relationship is always supposed to be there nonstop and it never dies out. And they believe once that flame goes out, that the marriage and everything goes out and it's time to leave. That flame doesn't stay forever. You get married, that butterfly feelings and googly eyes and cheering your wife up for a whole year and everything, that honeymoon phase, they don't last forever. After that, it's work. It's compromising. It's a lot of stuff that goes along with it. scheduling each other's work schedule around each other, having to sacrifice certain shifts and certain opportunities because you want to be able to see, your wife or husband. It ain't all butterflies and sitting at home and, being taken care of. I'm going to go backwards just a little bit. This is Sirach chapter 7 and verse 19. Forgo not a wise and good woman, for her grace is above gold. So too often brothers think all these women are hoes and bitches and stuff like that. And for the most part you are right. For the most part it's pretty accurate. But you got some women who aren't as much demons. And if you insist on having a woman, you have to, know you have to pick the best of the worst. And don't pass up the best of the worst. Know what expectations to set. These women, as you can see in that video I just showed, these women are broken. You don't want to be on a date market and running into women like that. Even if you know not to, waste. You don't even want to waste your time with women like that. Of trying to get to know her and find out that she's just a thought. And on that note, I want to give all praises and glory to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Kodash. Double honors to the elders of GMS World. Peace, salutations, and shalom.